Hello everyone, this is Javamonk, and welcome to episode 79 of my survival series. So, last episode we finished the entire interior of the mansion down below right there. So today we're going to go above the mansion and focus on this island, which has my personally designed super cool villager trading hall. So, at the moment, rejected villagers and villagers that I remove from the system are stored in these cells here in packs of 20 each. So the obsolete villagers are stored here and in these two cells, and villagers that were brought up to the island from the villager breeder down below in the mansion right there. There's the villager breeder right down there. So they're brought up by a flying machine, and if they are rejected before they go into the trading hall, then they go into these two cells. Now here's the thing. One of these cells already has about 20, actually 30 villagers in it. So that means that this cell is going to end up filling up, and we're going to put those villagers somewhere. Now, there's really two places to put, and hopefully maybe even 3 places to put villagers. They could be taken to Plastic Paradise, right over here. This is the 3D printed island way back from episode 42, featuring a 3D printed McDonald's, complete with a checkerboard floor, everything made of concrete except for the light sources, and, of course, an evoker named King Wololo, or something like that. So, I think that's what its name is. So, this pool right here, I could actually drop villagers into this pool right here. And this way, villagers won't have to get out of minecarts. I won't have to touch them. The only thing I'd have to do is push a button, and that'll basically send the villagers off to this Plastic Paradise. So that's one option. Option 2, I can also bring the villagers over here. Now, this here is a kind of a Christmas village, featuring a Zeppelin carrying the entire Sky Village. It's a very incomplete Sky Village, but this little landing pad is intended for flying machines. All I gotta do is put a little pool, and it'll be perfect. And I can drop the villagers into a pool on this landing platform. The third option is perhaps a little too cruel, but it would be to transport the villagers all the way over to the mini mansion over here, built like 3 episodes ago, where then these evokers and vindicators could kind of, I don't know, that seems a little too cruel to be carrying them all the way over to the mansion island. Speaking of the mansion island, let's see how far these vindicators and evokers have explored. So let's see, they've taken over that floor. Whoop. Looks like there's an evoker and a vindicator on the 2nd floor. And doesn't look like there's any vindicators or evokers on the 1st floor. So the reason I'm wondering about this is because I dropped all the vindicators and evokers up here on the 4th floor, and then just waited for them to wander. So anyways, I think we should just have 2 different options. One to bring the villagers to the Plastic Paradise, and the other to bring them to this Sky Village. And now, we have a water pipeline connected to the bottom of the 2 cells. So I can push a button at any time and just drop all the villagers out of their cells and into this selection machine. So right now, I'm rigging up the button to basically send the villagers to the Sky Village. So, when I press this button, the entire mass of villagers are going to end up in this water stream. So, and they won't end up in the water stream anytime else. Now the water stream takes them over to this flying machine right here. I need to set up a system to actually send off the flying machine, so I'll rig that up right now. But for now, this is a super cool system. Plus, I need a way to automatically send the machine back once the villagers are dropped off. So, progress update. It's done. Pretty much everything is done. Way sooner than I expected. So, I've had to put this system in here to contain the villagers as they're being brought into the flying machine. So, this is actually from the testing world. I've had to test it out, see how I can transport like 20 or 30 villagers at a time. And this is how. So once I send off the flying machine, this part retracts and then it gets sent off. Now, over here is the drop-down system for the Plastic Paradise flying machine, which the system is, I suppose I could just drop down like this. There we go. That's the flying machine. It's designed exactly the same way as the one we used to transport Vindicators and Evokers a couple episodes back. So we still have this system. Oh, yeah. So I've already started on removing the previous systems to basically put the villagers into minecarts, because that part is no longer needed. So I have this button here to send the villagers to the Sky Village, and just as soon as this power goes away, then this button here sends the villagers off to the Plastic Paradise, because it drops the floor down. So there we go. So now we just gotta clean up everything that's not needed anymore, and it's time to test the whole thing out. So the project I had planned for this episode, it's done now. So there was a lot less involved than I expected. So I think this would be a perfect chance to expand out the Sky Village a little bit. Specifically, I'd like to build a garden, something I have never built before. Also, I would like to build with this stuff, quartz. For what I'm planning to build, I hope this is enough. Also, maybe involve a few blocks of emerald. But first, let's stake out the area. I think this is a good time to mention that this is the first time I'm building in survival with quartz. And I kinda knew that quartz was an expensive material, but I got a shulker box full of nether quartz ore pretty easily, and I mined it with a fortune pick, so I figured I'd get a pretty good deal. I did not. It turns out it's not like redstone ore, where just one stack of redstone ore will practically give you an inventory full if you use Fortune 3. So anyways, I'm gonna hopefully fly soon. There we go. So now I'm gonna build something that I've been wanting to build for quite a while. Yep. Not that. So here's what I'm gonna build. It's called, well, I call it a mini Parthenon. And that's because, well, I think the Parthenon in Greece is pretty cool. So this is a mini, very small version of it. So let's see. This particular build is in the size of 8 by 13. The reason it's in such weird dimensions is because I wanted to keep the same kind of style as the Greek Parthenon. That being that it's built with the golden ratio in mind. Now, because I'm a nerd, I know what the golden ratio is. It's 1 plus square root of 5 to 2. So, the best approximation of that to a whole number yields a 8 by 13 area. So let's see. And I wanted to build it out of quartz because it's the closest material to marble. At least, I think it is. There might be one that's better, but I think quartz looks pretty good. Plus, it'll be a chance to build with this material, which, let me say again, I have never built anything with quartz before. So there's the platform now, and yeah, that is a lot of quartz. And we still got this chiseled quartz plus the pillar quartz, and this structure is actually very, very small, which I guess it just goes to show that quartz is an insanely expensive material. So I think this is the only thing I'm gonna ever build out of quartz, because good grief, it's not exactly difficult to get. I wasn't exactly looking that hard, but for the quartz, but if I needed more than... Okay, this structure right here, I've already calculated, would take about 22.5 stacks of quartz items. Yeah, this is not like nether brick at all. This is... Yeah, nether brick is kind of also a pain to get because it requires you to get 4 pieces of netherrack and smelt it all, but that's netherrack. This is nether quartz. So, yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. Okay, here we go. The pillars are going in, and then I'm going to cap it off with a roof. There we go. And it's built. So, the entire roof is made out of chiseled quartz, and we have quartz pillars, a quartz floor, quartz stairs all around it, plus lighting it up because I don't like the idea of having creepers explode my super hard work of this quartz monument. I should probably light up the roof as well. Here. The other reason why lighting up is especially important for this build is because, well, this sky village will hopefully soon be populated by villagers. And so I don't want any zombies dropping down and zombifying all my villagers. That would be very, very bad. So, there we go. So now I also gathered all these flowers here so that we could also plant them around this Parthenon. And this way it could be like some sort of paradise garden. Probably shouldn't place the glowstone too closely like that. There we go. Wow, quartz is very easy. Quartz blocks are very easy to mine. They're probably not too blast resistant either. I think I overdid it on the flowers a little bit. So, yeah, pretty much every single block of this little patch over here around the Parthenon, or the mini Parthenon, is covered in flowers. But I think it actually looks pretty good. It's meant to be like some sort of paradise garden, so I think this embodies that quite well. Okay, and also this shulker box only has things like dirt and grass, so yeah, we used up pretty much every single flower I've had stored up. And that's another project that took way less time than I anticipated. Man, I should probably be filming more clips here instead of actually building. Then again, I'm having fun here. So, now I suppose would be a good time to clean up this mess here. This was originally designed to basically drop the villagers in these cells here. It was designed to drop the villagers into minecarts and then just dispense them out into randomness. But now that is unnecessary. So, another thing that I'd like to test, I'm going to make a backup of this world, again, just like I did last episode. But this time, it's going to... The reason I'm going to do that is because I'm going to be moving villagers around, or at least testing out the flying machines that we built a little bit ago, at least in the episode. So, as soon as I clean up this redstone, I'm going to make a backup, and then we can test out all of the mechanisms to actually transporting these villagers. So, here we go. And now, I'm currently in the backup of the YouTube Survival Series world, and this is why I am in creative mode, because, well, this would be the perfect place to test out if the system actually works. And this way also I can hop between spectator and creative mode, which will be absolutely critical to actually see what's going on. So now, this button right here will release all of the villagers in this section here, basically all the obsolete villagers. Well, actually no, this would be the rejected villagers. So there we go. That should now release all of them. Okay. Okay, there we go. Let's see, are any coming through here? Yes, there are. Okay, so we got a bit of a pile up in here. Sweet. So now we gotta climb down here and take a look at just how many villagers there are. So it looks like 100 villagers? What? Okay, I think this entity number over here is incorrect. Let me actually real quick increase the mob cramming, max entity cramming. Oh, it's actually disabled. Okay. So now, let's just wait until all of these villagers come through, and then we can test this machine out. So ideally, the machine, they're going to be filtered in through here, and then they're going to be, and then I'm going to send off this flying machine over here, which would take them all the way over here to the Sky Village. So let's test this out. So let's just hop into creative mode. There we go. And now, bam. And there we go. So I can kind of see all the shadows of the villagers. They're all coming through. Uh-oh. That's not good. Let's actually give every villager the, let's see, at E type equals villager. Let's give them all glowing. Whoa, okay. So there we go. Now we can see the progress of each villager as they're coming through the tube, and they're all just going to be shuffled into this flying machine. This will be the last cage they're in before they all get released at the Sky Village, ideally. So there's like, looks like there's like 60 villagers in here. So let's just see how this works. And 3, 2, 1, bam. Brother. Okay then. I'd say that was an utter catastrophe. And in this backup, the villagers have now been dropped in. Okay, so at this point, I can then hop into creative mode and bump into them, and this will make them all explode into... Huh, looks like we only transported 6 villagers here. Okay. So we gotta redesign this whole flying machine mechanism. So as soon as this flying machine comes back, I'm gonna test out a different, something different, because I think this whole capsule idea works. See, the reason I even thought that would work is because it worked great for transporting the villagers, the Vindicators, and Evokers a few episodes ago. And that was using this machine here. And I'm guessing it works great for things like Vindicators and Evokers, but that's because I was only moving maybe 3 or 4 at a time. Here we're transporting like 50 villagers at a time. And yeah, that might be why this thing failed. Okay, different idea. A kind of a runway style. So instead of the flying machine carrying the villagers, the flying machine instead is going to push the villagers along some sort of glass highway. And the reason I decided on glass is because from far away down below, it's practically invisible. So now let's actually test this out and see if it's successful. And I really should have done this kind of test in my test world, but whatever. So I filled up these cells with villagers once again, and so we're going to have a fresh batch of villagers that are all just going to drop down into here. So now we can test out this mechanism here, and if this works, then we can implement this in survival, and also implement it on this mechanism, on this flying machine system here. And in case you're wondering, this flying machine goes all the way over to the Plastic Paradise. So hopefully by the end of the episode, we can have a populated Sky Village and maybe a few villagers strolling around in Plastic Paradise. And now, the big test. Let me make sure I'm recording. There we go. And now, flick the switch, and does it work? Okay. That, failed. Let me just remove all these all this. There we go. Okay, now let's test it. No block. There we go. Before the villagers decide to jump out and escape, let's send the flying machine to push them all along the glass highway, which, by the way, I did not complete, quite intentionally. I don't feel like having 160 villagers. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. That's gonna be a problem. Okay. So looks like there's still gonna be some villagers falling off this glass highway, which means I'm gonna need to completely redesign this flying machine, and also I'm gonna need to put in a full glass highway, even complete with at least 1 block tall walls. Okay, so that's good to know. Again, something I should have done on a test world, but still worthwhile to know. How many villages am I transporting? Just curious. Looks like I'm transporting... I can't actually get a good measurement. 13 villagers. Okay, so it's an improvement. Okay, the glass highway track is now complete. Let me just real quick remove some of this dirt here, because it's gonna end up being picked up by the slime block flying machine. There we go. So this way the machine doesn't go tearing apart my island. The first island that I ever built, way back in episode 12. So here we go. Nope, wrong thing. Terracotta. There we go. So this will hopefully protect the flying machine, or protect the island from the flying machine. Plus, I actually managed to isolate a couple villagers from the villager cell, and this is the real deal. This is the first test, the first real test of the slime block flying machine mechanism to push the villagers all the way to the sky village. So here we go. When I pull this lever, it should activate everything. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bam. So that retracts those blocks, and here comes the flying machine. Any minute now. At some point. There we go. This looks like it's a bit slow, but that's okay. So, I do not have 20 villagers being transported at once. I have 4. So, including a villager that I did not need in the trading hall at all. So here we go. I'm just gonna follow the progress of these villagers, and I'll catch right back up to you. And there we go. Those are the first 4 villagers to come on to the Sky Village. So now let's just put in a mechanism to automatically send this machine back. Just like that. There we go. And now all we need is just to activate this flying machine. There we go. Okay. Looks like it picked up a piece of glass. That's not good. Or did it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it picked up a piece of glass. That's not good. So, yeah, looks like we're gonna need to protect some of, at least the ending of this machine, of this glass highway. But now we can send in villagers to the Sky Village. Okay, I am now convinced that this machine will work. So, all of the villagers that were initially rejected from the villager trading hall, let's send them to the Sky Village. Here we go. And after that, I'm gonna maybe do a third-person time-lapse of me building this exact mechanism, but for the machine going towards Plastic Paradise. But for now, we're gonna test the machine that goes to the Sky Village. So here we go. I also added some water to make sure that none of these villagers will die from fall damage. So, there. Let's just wait until all of the villagers come through, and then we can send them off. Okay, now all of the rejected villagers are set in place and ready to be sent off to Sky Village. So here we go. They've all spread out just like I'd expect from having 30-some villagers in one area. And then here comes the flying machine to push them all to their final destination, which will be the Sky Village. Except for a couple here and there who'll probably just end up falling to their death. Although, that shouldn't happen too often. Here we go. I'm gonna real quick deal with this nitwit, who apparently, well, what can you expect? He's a nitwit. Couldn't even figure out how a flying machine works. Okay. Here we go. Let's follow the progress of these villagers. It appears that the flying machine didn't actually get sent back, but all of the villagers are now in the Sky Village, or at least in the landing pad for it. So, yeah, we're doing great here. All we gotta do is figure out a way to actually send the machine back. And this is gonna be torn down. This was the machine to take the villagers to Plastic Paradise, but it will be replaced. So the replacement part, as well as building out the glass highway all the way out to the Plastic Paradise, I think I'm going to do that in the form of a third-person time-lapse. So let me just put all this glass away, because I don't need that for building the actual machine. So here we go, third-person time-lapse, coming right up. Well, that time-lapse did not go as planned. But the system to move the villagers to Plastic Paradise is now in place. So now, all of the villagers that have been removed from the villager trading hall because they're obsolete, they are now going to be able to, I guess, retire at Plastic Paradise with this one button. Here we go. So now, let's go down to the selection place where we'll be receiving all of the villagers. Let's just get down to here. And these villagers, we're going to transport them to Paradise Island. Yeah, or Plastic Island. Something I forgot to mention. I added this button here to basically remove the water that's intended to... It's basically intended to to remove the fall damage from the villagers. So, here we go. Let's send them to Plastic Paradise. So, once again, Future Javamonk actually this time came along to apply the glowing effect to all of these villagers. And I see you, Mr. Creeper. Nice try. Not gonna ruin my day this time. Weird. What in the world? That creeper just spawned right in front of me. Okay. Once these villagers figure out what they're doing, then I can... Huh. That's odd. Once those villagers figure out what they're doing, then I can actually... Whoa. And now, the moment of truth. This button on the observer will send off the flying machine. Send them off to Plastic Paradise. Let's follow them with the camera account. Okay, it's thundering, so I got away from the villagers I want to keep at Plastic Paradise, and because it's thundering, the channeling enchantment will definitely work. So let's get one of these villagers out, just because there's an advancement for striking a villager with lightning. So this villager will be the one to be, well, I guess, hit by struck by lightning. Here we go, with the Quadradent. What the? Doesn't this thing have channeling? Nope. Hold on, let me fix that. That's better. What the? It is thunderstorming, right? I am striking. What the heck? Does his channeling enchantment just not work? Hang on. Let's see if I can strike myself with lightning. I guess not. That is so peculiar. Okay then. So I guess I'm just gonna have to, hang on. I bet I can like brew myself a splash potion of slow falling. That way I can save a villager as they drop down and then strike it with lightning. It might be the grass path that's causing issues. Or I can just use a boat. That's much more sensible. Okay, get in. Okay, villager, get in the boat. Uh-oh. Let's pull up this boat real quick. There we go. You, sir, get in the boat. Thank you. So now I shall drive this guy off the cliff to where I can actually strike him with lightning. Here we go. Down to the bottom. Uh-oh. Don't hit my villager. I'm trying to get an advancement here. Please don't hit my villager. Okay. Thank you. Ooh, enchanted bow. Okay, and... Uh-oh. Quick, strike him with lightning. Here we go. And... Oh, come on! It's enchanted with channeling, and it's thunderstorming. What in the world? Why isn't this working? That is so weird. It is thunderstorming, right? Not just plain raining? Come on, where's the thunder? That's so weird. Very, very frightening. Strike a villager with lightning. Well, the only way to do that is with a trident with the channeling enchantment. What in the world? Hang on. I'm going to try to strike something else with lightning. Horse. Nope. Okay. No lightning. Come here, creeper. I'm going to make him a charged creeper. Here we go. Out in the rain. So this guy should... Okay, so that worked. So why isn't the villager being struck by lightning? That is... Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay, looks like the zombie got to him first. Okay, let's get another villager before this thunderstorm goes away. Whoa, spider jockey! I haven't seen those in ages. Oh man, this is awesome. Okay. Uh-oh. That is not good. Okay. I'm about to die. In an attempt to get an advancement, I'm about to die. That's not good. Run away! Run away, run away, run away. Okay. Strange things are afoot. And die, Mr. Skeleton. Okay. What the... Okay. That is so strange. Man, I think this world is cursed. Yeah, I think it's cursed. Okay. Die, skeleton. Seriously, die. Thank you. Come on. Gotta strike this... I'm trying to strike a villager with lightning. And it's already diverting into a whole different adventure. Okay. Kill the creeper, not the villager. There we go. And strike. What the heck? What is going on? So, first the lightning wouldn't strike, and now this? The trident won't even be thrown? Okay. Quadradent. What? Why is this not working? Spider? Okay, that worked. Where's the villager? There he is. Why isn't it... That should be working. Why is it not getting struck by lightning? Yep. Okay. Villager, get out in the open so I can properly strike him with lightning. What in the world? What is going on here? Can somebody please explain this? Why is this villager not getting struck by lightning? I mean... What? Big? Okay, that works. Oh crap. You did... Okay, you did see the fact that I threw the trident, right? And the fact that this trident has channeling, right? And we're out in the open. So, I think the advancement is broken. Yeah. Advancement grant at P. Only. This is the adventure. Very, very frightening. Let's just say I did that, because you all saw me actually strike the villager with a trident that has channeling during a thunderstorm, all of the requirements for the thunder to be thrown, and yet it didn't work. I mean, I can shoot lightning at phantoms, but not a villager. Something is seriously broken with this. And in other news, we got one of these skeleton crews on top of the zeppelin that carries the Sky Village. So let's try to get one of the skeleton horses. Here we go. That's of course assuming that the horses don't die from fall damage or something, or from me shooting it badly. Okay. I know there's some other skeletons here. Any others? Nope, there's one more. Okay. And dead skeleton. Okay, we managed to save all 4 skeleton horses. So let's see here. This skeleton horse, I guess they're automatically tamed. So I'm going to put saddles on all 4 of them, and then, well, I got to figure out a way to actually get them down from there. Okay, I have a perfect plan to precariously take them down from this zeppelin. Okay, first off, we should do a slow falling potion. Just like... Nope. Uh-oh. Well, there goes one of them. Okay. Oh, come on. Slow falling potion. Are you kidding me? I can't even throw potions anymore? What in the world? Yikes. Okay. Let's try this again. Slow falling. Did that even do anything? Let's also throw one on this guy. Okay. So, that does not look like slow falling to me. I mean, I'm no master of potions or anything, but that did not look like slow falling to me. Yikes. Okay. Oh, come on. You know what? This lag is too much. I think I'm going to end the episode right here. So, we built a system to move the obsolete and rejected villagers from the villager trading hall to their proper locations, that being the Sky Village and Plastic Paradise. So, also we built a mini Parthenon at the Sky Village. So, thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please let me know. And I will see you next video, where this video we did something quite nice looking with a little Parthenon and a garden. Perhaps next episode we could do something evil. See you next time.